Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Garage Golf Simulator. This is Turbo Talon Golf. The date is Thursday the 29th of January 2026. I'm still setting up OBS. I think we're good to go. All right, we're going to be using GS Pro for the simulator software as usual. ProTee VX launch monitor up above me here. Let's play Dlud Golf's Best Courses League. The tournament's called the Berkshire Winter Week 16, and the course is the Berkshire. I'm not familiar with this course. I had to download it, so I don't think I've ever used it. 6,400 yard tees, Saturday pins, 6-foot gimmies, normal greens, hard fairways, elevations 330 feet above sea level. We've got a little bit of a curveball thrown in here with 12 stimp on the greens. So let's hope they're not turtle shell greens, as Flying Fat Kid would call them, where you're kind of on an elevated green that's domed and it's impossible to keep a ball on it. Wind is calm. Things of note for this round. I went to the driving range down the road from me at Eagle Lake today. Hit a large bucket of balls with the hell's the cameras those guys use, Shot Tracer or something. And I worked as hard as I could to get the slice out of my system. We'll see what we can do here. I already see fairways lined with trees, which doesn't bode well. But I've hit, I don't know, 90 or 100 golf balls already today, so forgive whatever score we have here. And per the usual, it ain't about the score. It's about the conversation. It's partly about the sim golf. And it's partly about the shitty TikToks you will inevitably see during this episode. And I am seeing my swing coach at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard, so here in what, an hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. And it's my short week, so today was my Friday. In other words, shit's looking up, but I do get to go see my swing coach and let him beat up on my my golf game. Okay, you're all caught up. Let's rock and roll with the round and see how we can do here, even though it's never really, I'm not good enough to score well in any of these events. I think that'll come with time, but that's not what we're doing right now necessarily. Guys, I worked really hard at the golf course today to try and get some of this slice to kind of go away. I wouldn't say that was that bad of a shot. The Yamaha Persimmon, one wood, if you can see that, it went 258. Just slightly shorter than the launch monitor said it should go. At any rate, we've got 259 to the pin, so let's hit we're going to hit the Ping I2 3-wood. There you go, if you can see that. Some old school shit right here. Speaking of shit, if this is the first time you're tuning in to the live stream or any of my videos in general, you may or may not hear some cuss words and some adult language, but I do my best to keep it so that we're not talking about anything illegal, immoral, or indecent. So there you go. Alrighty then, 3-wood. We're playing, everything's old school today except for the putter. We're still playing the lab. I'm guessing this is deep rough. Yes. So the first hole was a 520-yard par 5. We're not doing too bad so far. Sand wedge. Other things of note, I found a set of Ping I2 beryllium copper irons on eBay last night. Was 1 iron through pitching wedge. These were black dots, so exactly what I was looking for. They were $500, which is, I realize, more than some people would pay for some irons from the 90s, but I wanted them, I saw them, I bought them. Pretty good shot. I wanted them, I saw them, I bought them. So we got a Ping Answer putter coming in on Saturday. And we got a set of Ping I2 beryllium copper irons coming in the mail, to be determined. Whoa, whoa. It said the greens were normal. Oh, normal 12 stimp. Yep. All right. There's got to be something about every round that drives your score through the ceiling. This one is going to be probably the greens. And then someday when you learn to golf, you're not worried about that stuff anymore. But I've only been golfing for 1.5 years, so we ain't quite there yet. Looks like Harry Durr is 12 under or 10 under, I think I saw. It's kind of a strange name. Maybe it's like Harry Dursley. At any rate, we've got to get about 145 yards up there. I'm going to hit the 7-iron. Oh, geez, that was a really good shot. Let's hope the TikToks are as shitty as these shots are good, right? Wedge, 9, 8, 7. That's where that club goes. I don't know, 21 feet. Be careful. Be careful. We're playing 12 stimp. All right, there's our first bogey. It only took 2 entire holes. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that was a regular bogey. What do we got here? Another chance to hit the Persimmon. We'll aim right down the side of the fairway here. You guys, about the furthest I could get this club to go out at the driving range today was 275 total. 275 total. And that was hitting it pure off the screws, everything perfect. At least that's what the shot tracer camera said, and the shots looked good. It's amazing what the driving range will do for your game here. What do we get there? 266 from the Persimmon. So yesterday the Persimmon was hitting like absolute dog shit. Today it's not too bad. Let's hit the 3-wood. I was watching a video today. I was laying in bed after the driving range. I took a shower and laid in bed and doom scrolled as you do. And I was watching a video from that Tropicana golf guy. I like some of his videos. I don't like some of his videos. It's 50-50. But the video, ironically, was how to hit your fairway woods. And he said something that I have never heard anybody else say ever since I started golfing. And that's to put, when you're hitting your fairway wood, to put the ball in the back of your stance. Never heard anybody say that before. So I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but I don't think, you know, it's no harm, no foul. But I'm going to put this ball in the back of my stance, like this Tropicana dude said to do, which I find extremely strange. I mean, it's going to go, but I almost got decapitated. All right, not bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This callus is cracking. If you guys have ever had a callus crack, which I'm sure you have if you've existed in the world for any amount of time, not the most comfortable event, but it doesn't matter because I can just slap a Band-Aid over that or something. It's not like when I first started golfing. My God. The calluses, the blisters, the bleeding. Because I was going through gloves quick. They'd get all sweaty. They get to soak them with sweat because I started golfing 2 summers ago. And I was going through gloves so fast because I was hitting so much. And I was sick of buying gloves. I was sick of worrying about losing them. And so, oh, that sucks. I just said I'm not going to use a glove anymore. This is for birdie. We should be able to get out of here with a par. I said I'm not going to use a glove. Never used one from henceforth. I don't know how many professional golfers don't use a glove. But it was a good decision. Because if you've ever got up to the first tee to start a round of golf and you realized you forgot your glove, you're like, hold on, guys. And you run into the clubhouse and you buy a glove for $25 or $30 because all the prices in the clubhouse are super jacked up. And then you put on this brand new stiff glove and it takes you a few holes to break it in. And I was like, it's not worth it. Okay, let's smash this Persimmon. I am much more in love with it today than I was yesterday. Because yesterday it was just a mess. It's kind of amazing what a good sleep will do for you, right? That's more like my normal shot. It's going to be in that heavy rough, deep rough. And we got 213 to the pin. We got to hit something with a little bit of loft. You'd never hit a 5-wood out of here, but I got to get out of here. It's a video game. Hit 5-wood out of the deep rough at your own risk on the golf course. I'd say that's a pretty good outcome. It's a par 4 though, so we're looking at a bogey. 40. We'll maybe want to go like 30 here. Roll over there. Guys, we got lucky. We hit the firm fairway, the hard fairway before we hit the green, which most of the time screws you over, but that was actually pretty sweet. Okay, Harry Durr and Marky Durr are 10 and 9 under respectively. Number 5 is a 165-yard par 3, so nothing to get too freaked out about. Just hit your ball. Hit your ball way over to the right, and then have to scramble out of the deep rough. 40. I don't know what the penalty's going to be, but I would imagine we need to hit like 50 yards of feel here. Little too strong. It landed right by the pin. And since this is a par 3 and it's going to take us a bunch of strokes to get over here. Oh! That has saved par for us. All right, let's look at a shitty TikTok, guys. Let's look at a shitty TikTok. I have 2 calluses that are cracking. Maybe I was going too hard at the old driving range today. All right, so we'll open the iPhone here. We'll connect to Lonely Screen. It'll prompt me for some money and I'll tell it to fuck off. It's just going to keep asking me, though. I mean, I got to give it credit for persistence. Guys, this one's really weird, and I'll tell you why after we read it. This lady's name is the Mouthy Mama. Congratulations. She's sitting in her car doing a TikTok, because that's where we do TikToks. I thought she was wearing those shitty wireframe aviator shades, but she's not. Just a random blonde girl. I can't see any tattoos. I can't see the nose piercing. She's just living her best life. But here's what she says, and I find it very strange. Beware of a man who can only produce girls. God does not want to replicate that man back onto earth. Now, I didn't fact check this, but I thought it was a bit of a widely known fact that men who only produced girls had much higher or much more elevated levels of testosterone than men who produced boys. I didn't fact check it. I'm sure somebody's fact checking it right now in the chat. But this gal saying, beware of a man who can only produce girls. God does not want to replicate that man back onto earth. I do not think that this is true, but again, I didn't do any fact checking. I don't agree with it. I think I've heard more than a few times that men who produce girls have much higher levels of testosterone and or therefore possibly more masculine. So there you go. There's your first shitty TikTok. Steve says, hey Shelby, you like to play those older clubs, but when are you going to buy some 1970s golf balls? I'm not going to buy 1970s golf balls. I cut one in half to see what was inside of it. And those old golf balls, those older golf balls are just full of like scrunched up rubber bands. They're pieces of shit. So, I mean, I can if you want me to. I can if I could even find some. But I had really never planned on taking the time machine back to the 1970s for golf balls. I think golf ball technology has improved more than even driver technology has. When I'm laying in bed tonight with my wife and we're both doom scrolling, I might get on eBay and see if I can find some old school golf balls. I mean, you're right. If you're going to do it big. I'll see what I can find, sir. I'll see what I can find. All right, let's hit this Persimmon at the Berkshire, par 4, number 6, 356 yards. And while I'm at it, I need to order some new SIGPRO simulator tees. Oh wow, that was a really good shot. I don't hate it. Guys, I think I've been hitting too many golf balls. I'm starting to hurt in places I didn't normally hurt. Yeah, I'll see what I can find, sir. I'll see what I can find. Let's just try to get on the green, no heroics. Is that our number? It might be our number. Little too far to the right. Guys, I'm going to take a risk here and putt. And hopefully we don't hit the little transition. Hopefully the course creator did the transition between the fairway and the green correctly. 13 feet at 12 stimp. There you go, very poorly struck ball, but there's your Parsky. If you guys weren't here for the beginning of the video, I got some Ping I2 copper beryllium copper clubs coming in the mail. I probably overpaid for them, but I'm going to polish them up and make them look real nice. Some people say don't get rid of the patina. To that I say the patina will come back after I polish them anyway, so who gives a shit? The patina will come back. All right, guys, number 7 is a 185-yard par 3. I'm going to hit the, what do I got in my hand here? The Ping I2 4-iron. Oh, that was a really good shot. That was a really good shot. We're going to stop pin high. Ball looks like it's going to roll off the green, though. You guys, I don't think putting greens need to be a bowl shape. I don't think they need to be the shape of a turtle shell. But can we find some sort of fucking middle ground? Because I can't get a ball to stay on the green here. Look at that ball go. 12 stimp. I say it's like 12.9 stimp. But who am I? All right, guys, we're +2 after 8. Let's check out yet another shitty TikTok. Dun, dun, dun. I think this program's about due to ask me for some money. No, it didn't. All right, guys, we've seen TikToks like this in the past. I feel like we already read this one like a week ago or something. Let's get rid of this one. Oh, this one's funny. Watch this. This is my buddy Jack out at the golf course on last weekend. Why don't we have any sound? Let's watch it again. Jack can do this Happy Gilmore shot. None of us can do it. Yep. Get him, Jack. All right. All right, what's this gal saying? Guys, I feel like I already read this one to you guys. I'm starting to feel like a real shitbag here. Here, regardless of whether we've done this one before or not, here you go. This says housewives should be paid paid, period. Emotional labor is labor. Cooking is labor. Cleaning is labor. Wanting equality without effort is just control with better marketing. I don't understand the second part, how it ties into the first part. And I'm not saying housewives shouldn't be paid. But if you're working in the household and your spouse is out earning a paycheck to pay the rent or mortgage on said household and buy groceries and stuff, you are indirectly being paid because you don't have to pay anything out. You're at like a zero balance. I don't know if I'm explaining myself very, very well here, but that's your job. The other spouse goes to work and earns money to pay for the mortgage and food and all of that gobbledygook. And just because you're not getting paid in like monetary money funds doesn't mean that you're not getting paid. It's like trading labor for rent or something, which I know is kind of a shitty thing to like talk about in relation to a marriage, but. And another thing, guys, I'm kind of big on accountability. And if you don't like the situation you're in, change it. If you don't like the fact that you're a housewife to the point where you're making TikToks that say you should get paid to be a housewife, I don't. Maybe change your station in life and like fix it. Oh wow, that's really bending over there. The K2T came off the lanyard again. I'm in a okay mood, so we're not going to talk about that. But I'm going to order some more SIGPRO tees because this tee is just annihilated. Like it's on its last leg here. This K2T. Well, we're also not hitting off the tee, but you get the point. 200 to the pin. What's our 200 club? It's saying it's a 2-iron. So let's hit our 2-iron. Where's the 2-iron? There it is. That's going to be short. Get up there. And I'm guessing this is a par 4. Ooh, guys, I am out of steam. 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. What's going on, Attic Pappy? Attic Pappy says, what sparked the feeling like a housewife rant? Curious. If you scroll back a little bit, you'll see that I brought a TikTok up that said that. If you're new to the channel, which it sounds like you may be, something I've been doing for the last 2 or 3 weeks is I find shitty, despicable TikToks while I'm scrolling, while I'm sitting on the toilet taking a shit in the morning. And I bring them up during my golf rounds. And we chat about it. So yes, if you tuned in at the wrong time, it looks like I was ranting about being a housewife, which I kind of was. But what sparked it was the TikTok I brought up before that. We do apologize for the confusion. It's going to make us putt. Guys, I haven't played 12 stimp greens in a while, but I'm starting to have some post-traumatic stress disorder from them. Also, Attic Pappy, I apologize for my rudeness. Welcome to the chat. We're glad to have you. We're glad to have you. All right, I think we saved par there. We're 2 over after 8. Not doing too bad. We are able to get off the tee today, which has been far from the case in the last few rounds. So let's hit this Yamaha Persimmon again. Gorgeous golf club. But you got to swing it to get the kind of distance that you would get out of a normal modern driver. You got to swing the club. All right. There's something about the Persimmon that the launch monitor doesn't like. I'm not sure if it's the crown, or I'm not sure if it's this insert here, the insert on the Persimmon. I don't know what it is that it doesn't like, but we've had a whole bunch of missed shots in the last 2 days since it came in the mail. So since I just figured out where my masking tape is, I'm going to throw some masking tape on the crown of the club like a chode and see if that helps with the missed shots. Hey, Cloaked Fury, how are you? Cloaked Fury says, I'd about do anything to have my own simulator. About how much was all this together? I get that question a lot. I'm invested about $20,000 to $25,000 at this point. You can do it for a lot less than that. You can do it for pennies on the dollar. But my wife is an awesome individual, so I was able to kind of go all out here. All right, guys, as bad as I hate doing this, we got some green painter's tape on the top of the Persimmon now. It looks like a child's toy. Let's see if that helps with the mishits. And if it doesn't, we'll know that it might be this white part on the insert here. And it's highly unlikely I'm going to have as good of a shot as I just hit, so there you go. Let's do it. Oh my God, that looks weird. Okay, it caught that one. We were looking at a pretty good little fairway finder there, but I hit it way heely, and that golf ball has disappeared into the abyss of golf clubs over here behind me. We'll find it later. All right, guys, we're really between a rock and a hard place here. We still got 313 yards to go, and we're out of the deep rough. So you really can't expect to hit too good of a shot here. I might be able to get out. Let's hit this Ping Eye 2.5 wood from circa 1990 and see if I can get out of here. Did I scroll up on the chat here? Wasn't there another guy in here? Wasn't there just someone in here asking about my simulator? I'm confused. Okay, guys, the penalty out of deep rough in GS Pro is quite steep. So we're honestly lucky to have even hit that shot. 138, 2 degrees to the right. Uh-oh. Shots like that often result in bogeys. We might be able to get up there. Oh, now you're just messing with me, dude. But seriously, somebody just did ask about the simulator, right? And now that chat's not in the, it's not in the chat box anymore. Either that or I'm in the matrix. Which would also sort of be cool if you think about it. You guys, someday I hope to graduate to a level of golf where I no longer scull these tiny little chip shots. But we're not there yet. So we're taking a bogey here. Someday I will reach that level of attunement. I will attain that level of attunement. Wonder why he deleted it. I don't get it, folks. I don't get it. We were glad to have him while he was here. It's okay. Let's see here. Let's hit a 3-iron up to this green. You guys, back in the day, 3-irons weren't for driving. They were just a regular part of your bag. So if it seems like a stupid idea to hit a 3-iron into a green, it might be a stupid idea, but it's not quite as stupid of an idea as it may seem. We're not playing with modern clubs. That was really good contact. Something about it was not copacetic with the launch monitor. Yeah, it just said my 3-iron had 2,000 side spin. 2,000 side spin and 6,000 back spin. So there you go. This is a par 3. We might be able to get this in the hole, but don't bet the farm on it. It's a 21-foot putt. And I pulled it. A pull in GS Pro equals a push. So there we go. All right, let's look at, I think I've got some TikToks here. I'm starting to wonder if I actually was deleting them as I was reading them. We can talk shit all over again. How about that? So there was the one about the housewife. Let's see what we got next. I don't know what this gal's name is. She says, nothing's more unattractive to me than when someone says must be nice after seeing vacation photos. Yep, it is. And my family and I work hard for things we get to do. Guys, I really hate to say this, and maybe you didn't know this before right now, but even the people in your life who pretend they like your vacation photos and the photos of your baby and the photos of your cat wearing a Batman hat, they don't. They don't. They never want to see that shit. When they say those pictures are cool, they're usually just trying to appease you. My solution to this is don't show people pictures of anything. I know that sounds harsh, But 90% of the people you show pictures of your niece and your nephew and your dog and your cat and your vacation to, they don't give a shit and they're just trying to be nice. Okay? I didn't make that up. Don't shoot the messenger. All right? Hey, Marty, how are you? Welcome to the chat. We are playing golf at the Berkshire. We're 3 up after 10 holes. I'd say that's pretty dang good, especially since I am using golf clubs from the 1990s. But let's see if we can hit another fairway here. Shitty TikToks. Gotta love them. All right, let's go Persimmon with the painter's tape on it, because I think the glare's messing with the launch monitor. All right, she's going. She's going. That's either semi or normal rough. We shouldn't be too bad off. Yeah, the pings are rolling. We're hitting the Yamaha Persimmon a little bit better today. You can see we've got about 10, 15, 20 yards better than we were last night, but I went to the driving range after work today and hit a large bucket of balls and tried to figure my life out. You know, we do some of our best thinking whilst hitting a bucket of golf balls, right? Amen. We think big thoughts while we're hitting a bucket of golf balls at the range. But there was some bratty fucking teenage kids there yelling and hooting and hollering in the bay. I heard some girls and some boys, so I'm guessing the boys were hooting and hollering to impress the girls, and the girls were hooting and hollering to impress the boys, and some guy behind me hit a stray ball that fucking bonked all over the place and scared the shit out of me, and there you go. You're all caught up. Let's get on this green. Oh, come on. Fade. Ah, son of a bitch. Guys, we're going to be on a little downhill lie in the bunker. Got to mind our P's and Q's on this here shot. All right. Yeah, Marty, I've been gaming these clubs. I'm playing the Ping i2. They're the Ping i2 Pluses. I shined them up real nice. We got the Yamaha Hal Sutton Persimmon, and we're playing Ping i2 Woods, 3 and 5 Woods. The only modern club I'm playing right now is this lab putter. I am not willing to, just right now, I'm not willing to play a vintage putter, but I do have one coming in the mail. All right, that was a super weird shot. Just stop. Guys, I'm not qualified to speak on the subject, but I've got a lot of rounds of golf outdoor this year, and I don't see balls come out of bunkers like that. So maybe it had something to do with the downhill lie. I don't know. But we have to be careful on this putt, or we're going to put it in no man's land, and we don't want that. So it's 32 feet down 6 inches. Let's just hit like a 25-foot putt. And we're playing 12 stimp greens, so we got to be real careful here. Not a bad putt. If I'd have given it a little bit more pace, we may have been, you know, in the cup possibly. Marty says he likes it. He should get the old sticks out again someday. and try that. Sounds like a good time. Yeah, Marty, I've been gaming these for about a week and a half now. I am doing just fine. I got a set of Ping I2 beryllium coppers coming in the mail. I probably overpaid for them, like I said before, but it was 1 iron through pitching wedge, black dot. They look pretty nice, and I couldn't resist, so I hit buy it now because I'm a spoiled brat. So soon the Ping I2 steel clubs are going to be against the wall here in the simulator. Probably not getting as much love as they deserve. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, I thought putting the painter's tape on the top of the club would help the launch monitor see the ball better. But we just had another miss. Yesterday, I thought it might be that we were playing Pro V1s and they don't have a lot of marking on them for the launch monitor to track. But we're missing a lot. We're dropping a lot of shots here. So you can see we're green, green. Maybe it's got something to do with my waggle. I don't know. But we're green. Okay, it got that one. We might be in the bunker. No, we should be fine. I'm going to need to put some, what's that stuff the farmers put on the cows' udders? Bag balm. Bag balm's really good for, I'm starting to get some calluses I didn't have before here. Not a bad shot. Not a bad shot. You guys, that's a good shot for a professional golfer. I think they're usually a little closer from 115 yards out, but that's still a really good shot. Okay, Old Gray Man said he had an Odyssey 2-ball putter. If you guys don't know what that is, the back of the putter looks like 2 white golf balls. He said he had to paint it flat black because the ProTee kept misreading it. I think the ProTee is seeing this white insert on the Persimmon here. I think that's what it's seeing, and it's confusing it. It doesn't misread too often, so I think we'll just try to press through and weather the storm, if you catch my drift. That ball's breaking way more than I thought it would. Party on Wayne and party on Garth. We're 4 over after 12. I'd say these greens are pretty difficult, and the stimp is above one stimp point above what I normally play, so that's the ticket I'll use today to get on the old excuse train. What do we got here? We're going to want to saunter over. We probably don't need to go over to the... We can just stay where we're at on the tee. Probably hit in that area there. Oh, it's banana slicing. Don't do that. Hit a tree. Shit. All right, guys, that wasn't a good drive. I thought I was aimed pretty far over to the left of the fairway. Is what it is. Let's get the hell out of here. It seems to always happen on a par 5, which I guess is better than it happening on a par 4, right? And I think we're better off aiming over here. That's about the best you can expect out of that lie in GS Pro, because it is a calculated power loss. 101 yards. We don't want to hit 100 yards though. We'll roll past the pin. Or just be in that bunker on the right. Whatever's clever. Yep. If you guys saw that ball it wasn't gonna go in the bunker, and then it hit the little magical side there and it fell in the bunker. Does it all the time. Like, I'm not even surprised anymore at it at this point. That'll have to do. Like 22 feet. Oh! Guys, we almost drained that. I think we're up to 5 over now. Let's try to play better golf from here on out. We'll play 14 and then watch a TikTok. Well, we won't watch a TikTok. We will watch my screen grab of the TikTok. Because most TikToks have some shitty music playing in the background that's trying to further reinforce the point that the creator's trying to make. So, not fun. There went that tee again. And hopefully we're in the rough and not the deep. No, there it went. It sailed. Where'd that tee go? So we're in regular rough, which is fine. .190 out of the deep. So we're probably going to want to hit a 2-iron. All right, simmer down. Simmer down. Damn. Simmer down, dude. That's like a 50-foot putt. Better simmer your ass down. All right, guys, it's going to be easy for this putt to get away from us. We'll aim up here pretty high above the circle. Maybe not quite that high. We only need to hit about 50 feet of feel. 12 stimp green. That's dying quick. We might be okay, but there will be another putt forthcoming, which is unfortunate because we were on in 2, excuse me. We might be able to sink this, else we're taking another bogey. Maybe right there. We'll give her a shot, and then we'll watch a shitty TikTok. Nope, that broke way hard under the hole. I've played on some pretty fast greens outside. probably not worth getting into. All right, what's this gal got for us? Guys, I swear to God we already read this one. This young lady's name is Emily. There you go. If you guys want to go subscribe to her channel. Just kidding, don't. Emily's sipping on a McDonald's cola here. And she says, my toxic trait is always having a McDonald's Coke knowing I need to lose my belly weight. But my husband likes my booty, and when I lose my belly, I also lose my booty. Holy shit, that's a lot to unpack. So it's justified to enjoy my Coke and just be a big mama, right? Question mark. Emily, you do whatever you want to do. Drink a Coke if you want to drink a Coke. If your husband likes your booty, and when you lose your belly, you lose your booty, I think you've answered your own question. If men overthought shit like this, I think we'd still be rubbing fucking sticks together to start a fire. This is crazy. And I'm not talking shit, ladies. I've been married for 25 years. It's more that I feel bad for the inner dialogue that goes on inside your head. You can have a fucking Coke. It's not a crime. There you go. I give you permission. I give you permission. We don't have anything in the chat ski. We're on the 15th hole. We're 6 over. I don't love the score. I try to be around even. But this course is a little longer than normal. I think it said it was 6,500 yards or something. 6,400. Oh, I forgot we broke the tee again. Guys, before we do our next live stream, I will have a new tee teed up. Get it? All right. Shitty joke. Another little fairway finder. I think my swing coach and I are working on driver today. So when I show up with this Persimmon, I'm interested to see if he says anything at all, or if he's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Use a modern driver. Pretty interested to find that out, actually. It's telling us to use a 1-iron, but a 1-iron ain't going to get us up there. I might be able to get this 3-wood up there since we're in the fairway, though. We got to hit like 240, though. Nope, that was fat as shit. It's probably because we've been drinking too many Cokes. All right, get up there. All right, this is a par 5, so we might have a chance at par. You got to take those little wins when you can get them. But let's see if we can get out of this rough and up onto the green without any shenanigans. Sit, sit. This is a birdie look. Greens are a little too tough. I wouldn't really expect anything here. We went way under the cup last time. Let's aim right there. 10-footer. Oh, this one went over the cup, dude. Jesus, we cannot win. We cannot win. Steve says, I wonder how that club will perform with a modern shaft. I don't know. I know it's short, but it's got a Yamaha Tour graphite shaft in it now. If I had to guess, it would be regular flex. And I honestly don't plan on switching the shaft out, because then I'd have to redo the whipping. And I honestly don't know how to reshaft a Persimmon. I'm sure there's 15,000 people on the internet that would love to tell me how to do it though. Okay, 225. Let's hit a 3-wood. Oh, it's leaking to the right. Son of a bitch. It's killing us, dude. It's killing us. The leakiness is killing us. I'm guessing once summer kicks back in and I'm sick of getting outdriven by my friends because they're using their modern technology, I'm guessing that I'll switch back to my G430 driver, just if I was a betting man. Sit. The irons are just fine. They're not hurting me. They're higher lofted. It doesn't seem to be affecting the game too much. Guys, I can't see my golf ball. Barely see it, maybe. And we know it's going to be a little leaker. 15 feet. Probably just hit it 10 and just get it in the circle. As I put it in the hole. Guys, I can't read these greens at all. 6 over, 17th hole. I got a golf lesson in 45 minutes, so I'm not going to show up in tip-top shape because I've hit so many golf balls already today. Marty says he struggles on 12 stimp in the sim, but loves it in real life. He likes 11 for sim greens personally. Yeah, Marty, I agree with you. That's what I play, if I can help it. In some of these tournaments, you can't choose what stimp you use. But I do also like 11 stimp. I think it's a good representation of the greens I play around here in Utah. All right, another miss. When I rewind these videos, when I'm watching them later, we'll see we go green here. We go green on the launch monitor software, but like right as I'm about to swing the club, we'll go not green. Because it thinks the ball's moving. That's what I'm guessing. It got that one though. That was a toey, nasty piece of dog shit. Maybe we can get out of here alive. You guys, when you have an inconsistent golf swing like I do as a very rookie golfer, it kind of sucks. Because you're likely not to replicate the same swing twice. So if you get in a situation where your launch monitor is dropping shots, it can get pretty frustrating at times. Okay. What a wild ride that ball just went on, right? Can we all agree on that? What a wild ride that ball just went on. I don't think I was paying attention to the lie. I know it was rough, but I wasn't paying attention to the slope because it went pretty hard that way. Let's see here, 125 up 6 feet. So it's playing 127 out of the rough. Where's our club we want here? Marty, I used to care about what I was scoring in the sim, and I just had to stop caring. I was just so angry all the time. Oh, you son of a bitch. Damn it. What a great shot that was, though, right? It's downhill. It's leaking left. It's maybe that goes in the hole for birdie. 6-footer. Yes, we really needed that shit. All right, let's see if we can hold at 5 over par. And then I'm going to bid you guys adieu because I got to go in the house and get ready for my lesson. What do we got here? 170, let's call it 172, 173 with a tailwind. Let's see here. Let's hit the 5-iron. You guys, I tee up on the tee box with irons outside. I don't want to do it in here. I don't care. Oh, that's pin high. That's a good shot. It wasn't a good shot, but it ended up in a good spot. It was not actually a very good shot. Let's see if we can sink this for another birdie and go down to 4. 10-foot putt. It's leaking pretty good. Let's go like a cup, 2 cups out and see what happens. Oh, shit. All right, guys, we did what we could. How'd that round end up looking? We got 5 over par for a 72, excuse me, a 77 on a par 72, 6,400 yard tees. Let's look at stats. My favorite part of the stats screen used to be the driving and the ball speed. But both of those things have dropped pretty dramatically since I started using this Persimmon. It's shorter than a modern driver, but I don't really think anything else is holding me back. See, 145, 146 ball speed, longest drive was 266. I mean, I think with enough work I could get to where the Persimmon was kind of hitting like a modern driver, but I'm not sure that's ever going to happen. And then greens in regulation and fairways in regulation don't look too bad compared to my normal like 20 or 30%. And then obviously 6 bogeys. Really, really great round if you're playing outside, but in the simulator at my handicap, I want to be around even, maybe a couple of under. What do we got in the chat? Marty says, thanks for streaming. Well, we had Dlud in here. I'm sorry, buddy. I just saw you as he throws a dart. Good bird. Thanks, buddy. Marty says, thanks for streaming. Have fun at golf lessons. Can't wait to hear what the coach says about the driver. Yeah, I'm almost tempted to just put my G430 in the bag because I don't know what he's going to say. But I dug this grave and now I must lie in it. All right, guys, that was the Berkshire. We had fun. It wasn't a bad round. We've got some tournaments left here. If you guys aren't already signed up for Dlud's league, that was Dlud's league. Go in and sign up for his league. I've got a league too. I think there's like 25 people in it. But that's all I got. You guys, I appreciate you joining me on this Thursday night. And I gotta go see what my golf coach says this week. He never says anything good, but that ain't what I pay him to do. Marty says, have a good night, everybody. I agree. This is Turbo Talon Golf signing out. We will see you maybe tomorrow. I might do a live stream while I warm up for my round of golf, wherever we're playing tomorrow. All right? See you guys later.